Welcome to Expats Everywhere. Can you tell us your name, where you're from, and a little bit about yourself?
Yes, my name is Amanda, and I'm from Neenah, Wisconsin. And I went to college at Lakeland College, played soccer.
So, what countries have you worked in?
I worked in Korea, actually, the first country that I've ever been to, let alone visited and lived in, was Korea.
What other countries have you worked in besides Korea?
Besides Korea, I worked in Saudi Arabia.
Okay, Korea, that's interesting. What kind of job did you have there?
I was a teacher in Korea. I taught elementary students and K through 6th grade.
What did a typical day look like for that?
Oh, the students are awesome. They're so friendly. They always had a smile on their face. Every time I would walk in the school, they'd be like, "Miss Amanda, hello." So it was maybe from a full day, maybe 8 o'clock until 3 o'clock.
Okay.
Like that.
And what was the pay like? Did you make a lot of money?
The pay was great. I think you made about $2,000 every month, and you didn't have to pay for your apartment. You basically got to pay for your entertainment.
What city were you in?
I was in Guri City, Guri. They pronounce it Guri.
And where is that on the peninsula? Is it north, south?
I believe it's a little bit in the middle.
Kind of in the middle.
Yeah,
okay.
it's by Itaewon.
Okay. So
It's a 45-minute train from Itaewon.
Okay. So is it a big city or is it small?
Yeah, it was a very big city. My apartment was so nice. It was clean, it was nice. Like, it was very compact. It had just cupboards everywhere. I've seen a lot of other apartments that weren't as nice as the one that I had, but if you have a good school and you get hooked up with the right people, I went through GEPIC. It's a program who hired me, and they can set you up with really nice accommodation.
Okay, so were you working for a private school or a public school?
I was working for a public school.
Okay. Let's move back to money again. You said about $2,000 a month. Is this enough to save? Can you save money?
You can. Your first year, maybe not so much. It depends on what kind of activities you do. Korea has a known factor that you can go out to the bars and you can sit there all night long, maybe until like 5 in the morning. But if you really want to just go there, save a lot of money, and you can save a lot of money. Maybe not the first year, but the longer you stay there, the more you will save. I know I had a friend who saved like 20 grand for the whole year.
Okay. So it kind of just depends on your lifestyle.
Yes, it definitely depends on your lifestyle. And if you go on trips, they give you maybe 2 weeks of vacation, so
Okay.
you can stay.
If you stay, you save the money,
Yes.
but obviously if you travel, you spend more of that money.
Yes.
All right, so if someone's moving to Korea, how much money should they take with them just to cover themselves until they get paid?
You don't have to take that much. Really, your school basically helps you out, depending upon if your school is nice enough to help you out. But I would say $100, maybe.
Okay, so you live out $100, but maybe check with your
Yes.
school to see
Yes.
what they will give you up front.
For sure.
Okay. What about packing? What's the weather like?
The weather is like the States. It's got 4 seasons. There's snow, there's rain, there's hot weather in the summer, and it's a nice spring. Actually, it's one of the best springs and falls that I've ever been to or had.
Okay. So pack for everything.
Yes, everything. I mean, kind of, if you want to. You'd really just have to bring work clothes. That's your main thing.
And what do work clothes look like?
Well, kind of like this. Shirt, maybe a skirt. You can wear pants. They're very, very lax on what you have to wear in a public setting anyway. I'm not sure about a private setting, but I think it's pretty much the same thing.
Okay.
They call it a hagwon if it's private.
Right. So, can you buy clothes there if you don't want to bring a lot? Are they available?
You can buy clothes there, but it's very hard to buy clothes in other countries, I think, because a lot of countries don't let you try anything on. So if you have just a set pair of work stuff and maybe a pair of sweatpants when you're not working, I think you'd be fine.
Okay. So what are some things that you should bring that maybe you can't find in Korea?
Definitely tampons, definitely deodorant, and that's really about it that I can think of. Chapstick, any personal medical equipment that you need, definitely bring.
Okay, good. So all of those things are small enough to fit into a suitcase, so you can bring a few of those.
Oh yes, for sure.
All right, let's talk about safety. Is Korea safe?
Korea is very safe. At least I've had a safe experience with Korea.
Good. How did you meet people when you first moved there?
Where I lived in a city that actually there was a lot of expats who lived in the city, and I didn't work at any of the schools that these expats worked in, but they were in the area. I would see them at the grocery store if I wanted to say hello. The Koreans were really nice to you. It was just a really great environment.
Okay, so easy to meet people.
Very easy.
What did you do for fun?
For fun, you can go skiing if you want to. They have these spas that you can go to. There's little fish that like to eat your feet or to take off the dead skin. What else can you do? There's so many bars and restaurants. You can have American food if you go to Itaewon. You can hang out in your own town, and they have little pubs and bars everywhere. There's movie theaters, bowling alleys, pool tables. They have lots of pool halls in Korea. They also have a jjimjilbang, which is like the spa, and also they have the hookah places. So lots of places to go and see, and Korea is very, very high tech. So.
All right, how about traveling? Is Korea a good travel hub?
Korea, yeah, I guess so.
To get where? Where can you go easily?
When I went to Korea, I went to Taiwan, and that was pretty cool. Like anywhere in Asia, that's pretty reasonable if you want to travel to any places.
All right, lastly, what would you say are the pros and cons of living in Korea?
The pro would be that you can meet many, many people who are like-minded, just like yourselves. And the con, I guess, would be is you're just going to miss your family and friends from back home. But really, I don't see any cons from moving abroad and living on your own, and you really find yourself, and you get to learn about yourself and other people, and get to meet so many people from around the world. So it's a great experience. I recommend it to everyone to participate in.
Awesome. Well, Amanda, thank you so much for telling us about Korea today.
You're welcome. Thank you. Goodbye.